the type of human who is anointed is also called Christ.The, or similarly referred to as having the mind of Christ. The word Christos is the Greek word for anointing or Christ, and that's the word used in the New Testament in the original Greek for Christ, referring to the Lord. And Messiah also directly relates to the word anointing in English, but in Hebrew it's Messiah. So we know that the type of human Christ was the initiation of a new type of human. And his prophecy was at the end of the age, the Spirit of Christ would be poured out all over the whole earth. Information would be coming and going everywhere. Flesh would be in crisis and in danger with nature, but out of the tribulation would become a great crowd of purified souls wearing their white robe, which is a symbolism for a status of being purified and being Christed, being in the presence of God and being Christed. So the first and the last, will he come again? Many people expect that he will. The Antichrist is concerned with it. Well, the Antichrist is obsessed with stopping the human potential from achieving this state en masse, is obsessed with not just stopping Christ himself, but stopping every single human being who would be able to attain this state, and stopping the education of humanity about the state of being Christed and what it means to attain that state, not just in spirit and mind and in heart, but in the physiology. What does it mean for the physical body? What is the reality in a way that's palpable? They don't want us to put it together. The information that was encoded in symbolism in the Bible is encoded stories as well that cover up the reality of the human anatomy and the brain, which is the Holy Grail, our anatomy, and the brain itself, the third eye and the crown, with the golden light that can be secreted when our sacred secretion, our divine anointing, is turned on. That's what allows us to meet God face to face at Peniel, just like in the story of Jacob wrestling with the angel on Mount Peniel and won. And after a long struggle with his conscience did he overcome and win and have the face to face, just like we can come to know God face to face inwardly in that golden light. But those things are so precious, and so they've been so under attack by the system for so long that it's dangerous information, yet we are destined to have that information all over the world, and it already has been released. It's just a matter of putting it together with the understanding of the Lord's grace and the plan of salvation, and how the mechanism is meant to be enacted under the Lord's authority and the spirit of the Son of the Creator, who is the teacher of the planet, for our own safety, because he is the doorway that will never be closed until the end of time. And it's like it's like a Russian doll situation where the body gets bigger, outside of us, and it's like Christ was inside of his Father in heaven, as he put it, that creator of the universe, and was bigger than he, and he was within God, and then his loved ones are within him, and we go into him. It's a spiritual mystery, but it's not about losing our identity as sons and daughters of God ourselves. It's the opposite. It's about claiming it safely and under his authority, so that we can be sealed by the true God and protected from wannabes, protected from bloodthirsty demons and posers, demigods and fallen angels, and 4D beings and cosmic beings who are rootless. They're clouds of mists with no roots, and they lurk around giving people good feels, but ultimately disconnecting them from the true God and using them for energy themselves. So the purpose of putting it all together in the end time and realizing the bigger picture is to enable a greater grace and also return to instruction and understanding of spiritual truth, which the Torah and the language of Hebrew will allow us to do according to prophecy, and I believe according to simple common sense. When you start putting the information together, it's pretty obvious that the mysteries of Torah and Hebrew are meant to be revealed to the world for a greater lesson in order to help advance us. And on that note, I will close.